So a couple days ago, I had a pretty vulnerable moment, and I realized, oh my goodness, I I still have so much I need to learn in my life, and I had the thought of making like a YouTube video about how I was feeling, how vulnerable I was feeling, and I ultimately pushed that feeling aside, and now I'm kind of like, you know what? Even if that wouldn't have gotten any views or something like that, I think it would be useful for me to have heard myself hear, like, say that stuff, because then once you open up the door and you have like, okay, now you can speak, now there's different treasures and stuff that can fall out of your mouth that you can use for later. And it's humbling because there's so much I'd like to do better, and there's so many things I'm working on, but at the same time it's like my YouTube channel isn't gonna all of a sudden blow up, my podcast isn't gonna all of a sudden blow up. I mean, it'd be nice if those things happened, and I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's pretty unlikely. And so I just need to keep doing my thing. I moved out of my parents' house. They helped with that and gave me a bunch of money so I could do that for a couple months, and I'm really thankful for them. I wasn't planning on this happening. I was reading my journal entry actually from a month ago today, and I was talking about how much I wanted to move out, and look, we moved out. And now it's like, okay, well, what do we do now? Because there has to be something different. I had a job interview last week, and it's humbling because it's like not much has really changed in me, you know? Because for us to elevate to another level or to another place, generally there needs to be some changes that slowly like add up. There hasn't really been a ton of things that have happened, but I think of where I'd like to be by the time of this month or two going by. You know, it's like, okay, we definitely need to keep elevating. There is no sitting back and waiting, and especially like literally living by myself. It's like, if everything turns to chaos, it's going to be me, you know. And if I have things really work out in a certain way, it's going to be because because of my work ethic and my vision and focus. And I believe, of course, God's intervention as well, and how much I let him be part of the story. Because even if I am by myself right now in this moment, I have felt him as I've prayed and stuff, trying to help me out. And I think God is probably the best person I could have on my team, and on my planning team, or whatever you want to call that right now. I think with a lot of things, he's working on me just to be more patient with myself and helping me to celebrate the little wins. And especially as I've moved on to a new place for the time being, there needs to be some compensating habits. There needs to be some new opportunities provided to myself, because now there's new freedom. You know, yesterday I bummed around on FL Studio for a little bit, trying to make some beats and whatever, and didn't go super well, but I was like, this is fun, and I have nobody else to answer to right now. You know, I talk to people here and there, but most of the time I get completely to myself, and this is what I've wanted for a long time. So it's crazy that I finally have it, but it's like not much has really changed. It's not like I made a bunch of money and then moved out, you know. I'm still kind of in the same spot. So it's an interesting period of like, okay, I'm still largely in the same spot. Now, how do I grow from here so that I can stay in this spot so I don't go back to living with my family? And I'm not quite sure of the answer. I believe I'm going to figure that out, because after I've tasted the light of living by myself, and I'm like, okay, dude, I needed this so bad. Like, obviously, if you have roommates that are super like great examples, or building a similar thing, like that can be really useful for you. I've had that a couple times a little bit, but right now I just really want the space to myself. And so that is what I'm doing right now. It's humbling. It's humbling to be in this spot. And I was just working on my journal and stuff, and I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to get a quick video out just to share. You know, it's like there's going to be some changes, and this is all internal. This is all still happening. It's like, it's all a process. It's not an event. I mean, yes, I did move in stuff, but there's still a lot of work to do. But it does give me a lot of joy and acceptance and excitement, because like, this setup looks okay. It's better than my last one, and definitely better than any ones I used in college. So, you know, I believe the best is yet to come, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens, and for now, I'm just going to enjoy the journey, and as we've been doing, and we'll see what it leads to. But I appreciate the support and hope you guys are doing well, and subscribe for more videos and updates. And if there's something you want me to talk about, let me know. And for now, we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.